What up? It's Maxxsmash201. Here we got my boy D Bravo and my partner in crime from Nucleus, Raven.EXE.
What's going
Starting
on? What's going
with
on?
starting with D Bravo. Introduce yourself.
Of course, my name's Douglas Bravo. I run a gaming channel called Doug's Gaming Channel on YouTube. Look me up, youtube.com/KimCap105. Follow me on Facebook. I got Twitter as well.
And next, my partner in crime, Raven.exe. Introduce yourself, brother.
What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Raven.EXE. I'm the lead commentator and vice president of NucleusGG. Nucleus, we've been hosting Super Smash Bros. Tournaments on Thursday nights now. Every weekday, every week at the at the Chocolate Factory in Jersey City, New Jersey. We do stuff though. We do stuff. Major gaming enthusiast. Gotta love Max. Shout out to Maxxsmash201.
Yes. All right.
Of course, always big shout out to Max201 for having us.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys. All right. So to start it off, a little, I like to have a little discussion, probably like 10 minutes or less, of Nintendo. All right. So you guys know Nintendo. We all know Nintendo. We grew up with it, love it as a kid. So with the a new system's coming out. I don't know if you guys heard of it. You guys heard of it? Of the new system
The
coming out?
NX or whatever.
Yes.
I actually haven't.
All right. So they're making a new system. It's coming out soon, probably. And Raven, we do host Smash tournaments and all that. Do you guys personally think, and keep it short, keep it on 10 minutes, do you think Nintendo is failing? Starting with Raven.
Yes and no.
All right, explain.
Yes and no. Yes, because as far as like they're prime competitors, we're looking at Sony and we're looking at Microsoft right here, especially like at E3. It's like they're prime competitors, and by comparison, I think that honestly they haven't been able to hold up their own weight versus like major titles within that are like Sony exclusives and Microsoft exclusives and titles that are coming out. Like if you think like Bungie has never made a game for Nintendo. Good example. You've never seen we've stopped seeing Mortal Kombat games from Nintendo long ago. It's things like that. Like developers are not really like big time developers, big name developers are not making for Nintendo because it's such they're shooting so far for innovation. Like with the Wii and the Wii U, they're trying to improve on something that has never been done before. So it's like at the same time, that's a risk that developers are taking. So it's like it's due to their own attempt to renew the gaming industry that they're that they're actually kind of kicking out major developers. No, however, I don't think they're failing all too bad because of the titles that they already have. Nintendo has they do have big titles. They have their own home team. They've got who doesn't know Mario, who doesn't know Kirby, who doesn't know Donkey Kong, who doesn't know like titles like like Super Smash Brothers, for instance, has been around for years. You've got a lot of good games. Splatoon. Has anybody played Splatoon? Oh my God, it's freaking insane.
I've heard positive things.
It's so much fun. It's so addictive. It's so addictive and so much fun. And they've improved a lot on their net play as well. Coming up from like Brawl. Smash Bros. Brawl's net play was awful. And then
Remember that.
Smash 4 has a decent. It's got a lot of lag time. And then Splatoon was a major kick up. It's way better. So it's things like that. I feel like honestly. So it's like yes and no. They're failing at working together within the gaming industry with other developers, but no, because they have the power to do their own thing.
Okay. Doug.
All right. Now I know you, me, and Brian. We've talked about this a lot, especially around when E3 came out. Like, yes, I do feel at some point Nintendo is failing because of the fact that one of the biggest things that I see is that they're afraid to take risk. Yeah, it's nice that they're developing all the consoles, bringing out new content here and there, but they're afraid to leave that family fun cul-de-sac that they've had for years. And mind you, it's good to always be family orientated. And, I've got no problems with that. But sometimes you got to, at least take a risk, step outside of that, look into stuff for, older audience to have it to appeal to them. Like jump into teen games, mature games, just try to grab the attention of a bigger audience just besides the kids, the families, and all that. At the same time, I feel that they're not trying to really put themselves out there too much, especially out in YouTube with some of the people that actually try to play their games only for their stuff to get freaking flagged or whatever because of the fact that, by Nintendo and because of the fact that Nintendo wants a good portion of that advertisement.
Got you.
But what, you were gonna say something?
No, I got you. All right. So another question is the NX. Do you think Nintendo should make another console called the NX? Because it's already in development right now. But do you think it's wise for them to make another console, even though the Wii U's like how old? 3 years? 3 years, right? All right. So starting with Raven, do you think Nintendo should make another console?
I think for the sake of advancement and for the sake of because if they don't make another console, they're gonna get left in the dust with by other console developers. So they're gonna get left behind if they don't. Especially with new technology coming out. It's for the sake of advancement. Yes, they should. I do believe that they should at least learn from from their mistakes with the Wii and the Wii U, simply because there were a lot of mistakes that were made. I do feel like maybe this new console should be a fresh beginning, and they should orient themselves towards their gaming community, because they again, let me use Smash Brothers as an example. They only recently started hosting tournaments for them. They've only recently batted an eye towards their own community about the Smash Brothers in Smash Brothers. How long have we been completely ignored by Nintendo? And we're talking about Melee has a huge cult following, major cult following. Brawl. Nintendo didn't listen to anyone with Brawl. That's why it got modded into PM. That's why it's a thing. Now they did do a little bit of listening with Smash 4. However, it's not it's not what it could be. It's not the competitive game that we're looking for. The Sakurai, for instance, in also Nintendo, was saying that they're still looking for that family friendly feel, and that the bright colors and all that comes packaged together with the whole idea that it's fun for the whole family. Whereas, you've got a major diehard following that has gone largely unheard from. Same thing goes with a lot of their games. They only recently officially added EV training into Pokemon. So it's a perfect example there that they really need to focus on their competitive scene, because that's a big moneymaker right there. That's a lot of passive promotion. How much promotion did they get off of Apex and Evo and all that, and and all these competitive fighting scenes and tournaments, and it's all free promotion. They didn't spend a dime toward it.
Doug, you have 2 minutes.
Well, I do agree with them making a new console, and also like what Raven said, learning from their mistakes with the Wii and Wii U and all that. But one of the also things that I kind of feel is that they kind of need to also maybe do something more as far as their handheld goes to kind of interact with the consoles, because I know that the PS3 and the PS4, they have the Vita, and that was a thing for quite a bit, but now the Vita's slowly getting ready to be phased out. And with Nintendo though, that 3DS is just hanging on, holding it down strong no matter what. You have constant games coming out to it besides Pokemon. You got Fire Emblem. They're coming out with a new Project Cross Zone game. I'm sure that you can download all your retro games from like the classic Nintendo, Super Nintendo, all that. And it's I just hope that with the NX that they realize where they made certain mistakes from either the Wii U or the Nintendo Wii. Hell, even go back to like the Nintendo 64. See what they can pull from each element and just put it all together.
So in order to close this off, this topic, my 2 cents about it is I really do think Nintendo is failing, but for some odd reason they're like on life support kicking. You feel me? It's like was it just because of Smash Brothers sales went up just because of they they literally bought Smash, like the minute Smash Bros came out, everybody and their moms bought that system.
Yep.
You feel me? Like every time a new Pokemon game comes out, a DS is sold the same day.
Yo, God forbid they put they make Pokken into a Wii U game.
Yeah, and my odd reason is like, cause no lie, I love the gamepad. I love this Wii U gamepad so much. The reason why is because look at the innovations they were able to do with Smash Brothers alone. Of hey, I can't watch my TV, so let me use this gamepad, and all four of my guys can stare at the small ass screen and do. Or like the concept of putting a DS as a controller, as to put it on the Wii U, like
That killed me.
that.
I was not okay with that.
It wasn't okay, but it was innovative. Like shit, that's cool. I can't afford a controller. Here's my. But if they were able to do that with other games, then that's like amazing. Like for example, how Xbox E3 was ass, but the fact that they were able to do something with a controller, like custom making your own controller. Whoever thought of that, So I think that's where Xbox won it, and the fact that Wii U was able to do something like using their gamepad as some, like if they were able to think of more ideas for the gamepad and using their DSs as a thing. Cause no lie, I think we can all agree that Nintendo wins with handhelds alone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, absolutely.
Right?
Can I make an observation really quick?
Yeah,
Just
go
a
ahead.
side observation. When was the last time, like aside from Fire Emblem, when was the last good RPG Nintendo put out? Like we heard from Nintendo.
Was it
Like I know that they re-released like some of the Final Fantasy games, or they redid them for the
isn't
DS.
there like a Final Fantasy DDR? Like
Yeah,
ding, ding.
Is anyone else not tired of the fact that we're not getting RPGs here?
I agree.
I am.
I love Fire Emblem, but I'm also sick of Fire Emblem. Like, and then they're beating they're beating that horse over and over again. How many reps did we get in Smash?
The last RPG that I remember playing on the 3DS was Project Crossum.
Isn't there like an Animal Crossing?
That was a really good RPG.
Technically, Animal Crossing is an RPG. That's more like a slice of life. There's no story there, That's like Harvest Moon 3.0.
I remember that's the thing with Nintendo, like they're really good with other stuff. Like they need to, I agree, like they should really think outside the box, because they really did think outside the box when they made like Smash. And I remember like the idea of Pokemon. Like I remember the idea of I can battle people from like Europe, Japan. Like what?
No, yeah.
I remember I was talking to my cousins in the Philippines using a freaking DS, because he had Pokemon, I had Pokemon. I was able to talk to him like, this is amazing.
That's actually pretty sick. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, because the whole because you plug in your thing into your DS, right, and we're connected to Wi-Fi, and next thing you know, I'm like, because I normally listen to the music, whatever, just for fun. I was like, I was saying like, hello. I'm like, what? Like I can talk to you? Like this is ridiculous. So
that's pretty insane.
It's just like they're thinking outside the box, but they're still stuck with their own circles. Like it's weird. Like Nintendo's like the Steve Jobs, like Apple. Yeah. They remind me of Apple.
I mean, it's like what I brought up before. They've had that cul-de-sac for years, and they're too afraid to leave that cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
But you also got to take into consideration what sells. Like a good example. You've got the Wii, the Wii, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
The Wii did not sell nearly as well by comparison to, say, the Xbox 360
Yeah.
and the PS3. Not nearly as well.
Yeah.
All right. That in and of itself is an homage to the fact that what we know is what sells. Call of Duty gets a new iteration like once a year, every year we get a new iteration of Call of Duty, and that shit sells like hotcakes. But then you look at a game like you look at other games that try to think outside the box. You look at like what was that a fucking game with the katana where like you have the katana. It's a Wii game. It was one of the Zelda Skyward Sword did the same shit.
Yeah,
where you have like you use the motion controllers.
Oh god.
And that shit was awful.
Yeah.
That shit was terrible. Those controls were so like universally bad. I like them, but like it takes a lot of getting used to.
Yeah.
And it's like people don't like that. What actually sells?
Like you need the time and patience for that shit, and you got a bunch of impatient people that they just want to play the game.
Yeah,
that's true. That kind of innovation does not sell outright.
So, in order to close this off, shout out to Nintendo. I mean, you're still kicking. You're still hanging in there.
My boy in my book.
All right, so on to our main topics. All right. So, people who are listening, here we go. We're gonna do a top 3. So I'm gonna ask Raven, D Bravo, and me. We're gonna give you our top 3 favorite video game villains. Strictly video game villains. If they're in a video game, if they're a villain, that's it. There we go. Keep it simple. All right. So I'm gonna start off with Douglas. Give me your top 3 video game villains, and make it short.
All right, my first one is Albert Wesker, because I'm big on Resident Evil. It's been around since 96 up to 2009, 2010. Then they brought him back in Revelations 2 so that you can play with. The second one I would have to say is Revolver Ocelot from Metal Gear Solid.
Yo, your picks right now.
Okay.
Hey, come on. Well, from Snake Eater, back when he was a major.
All right.
He was off the hook. And my third one, I would have to say, I was big on I'm trying to think what game. I would have to say I'll throw this one out there because I play fighting games as well. One of my favorite villains in there I would have to say would be Jury from Street Fighter 4.
Yeah. Okay. Not bad picks. I dig it. All right, Raven, give me your top 3 favorite video game villains.
My top 3. I gotta start off with my boy Bowser. I gotta tip my hat to my boy Bowser. This man has been like, let's be honest, like he's been on the same thing over and over again. But it's always quirky, It's like it's a quirky comedy villain. I love that. That's my shit right there.
Yeah, right.
He's hilarious.
Yeah. That's cute.
Now the second one you may not like. Not many people know too much about it, but in Nintendo they released I think the PS4, the PS3 the PS3 or PS2 released a game called Tales of Symphonia.
Alright.
Freaking Yggdrasil, this angelic freaking badass. This is the first time when I was a kid that I saw a villain use the power of the light and look like a goddamn angel. I was like, what? And this, like, on top of that, like his plot, like this guy, first of all, he's fucking crazy. And second, he's a mastermind. Like this elaborate plot, just goes on and on and on. It's just, you thought you figured it out, and then this too happens, and you're like, what is all this? And then you have so I got my comedy villain Bowser, my my plotty crazy villain, and then you have my fuck all end all, like this is it. This guy is seriously bad news. If he shows up, it's over. Lavos from Chrono Trigger.
Yeah, Lavos.
Lavos from Chrono Trigger. The entire game is reliant on the notion that this guy is not supposed to come up. Like he's not supposed to arrive. He's supposed to stay dormant or die. You know, he's not supposed to be there. And if he shows up, if he shows up, it's the end of the game. There is no, like, the moment he starts putting out all kinds of destruction onto the world, it's over. It's like he brings about the apocalypse. You know, so you're traveling through time to avoid this from happening. But there was one scene, and right now I'm getting chills from it. There was one scene that at the very, very end, where it's like you get the bad end, the bad end, where he comes up and like your party loses. You get the bad end. You hear his roar. He comes up. He like emerges from the ground. He like spits up like these like cannons out of his back, like this cannon fire out of his back that hits worldwide, destroys everything, and then you see a back like the whole the image of the Earth kind of fades to like grayed out orange, and then you see the text, but the future refused to change, because the idea is that you're supposed to be changing the fate of the world.
Yeah.
And you go back in time over and over again to change the fate of the world. But to have like his roar and like that bleak feeling of the future refused to change, that shit fucked me up as a kid.
Shit.
All right, good one. Good explanation. That's pretty ridiculous. All right, so my top 3 favorite video game villains. I'm gonna start off with my third one. I'm gonna work my way up. So third one got to be Duck Hunt Dog.
Duck Hunt Dog.
That's probably like the most trolliest dog. Like I remember playing Nintendo. I remember playing Nintendo, and I'm like, playing Duck Hunt. And I'm like a little kid. I'm shooting the shit. I'm shooting the ducks, and every time I miss, like the little dog comes up, and I'm like, what the hell,
Yeah, he's laughing at you.
Yo, he's trolling the shit out of me. I'm like, yo. I remember, and I was like 20 minutes, and I'm like shooting, and I'm crying. I'm like a kid crying. I haven't been so frustrated. I broke my zapper because I threw it on the floor. I remember crying to my mom, like, wow, this dog is a jerk. Like, if you could tell that he's like, asshole, you can't shoot. I'm pretty sure like he was like the very first like, oh, you're a camper. You're like
the hardest troll.
You can even do a headshot on a dog, like,
Yo, I remember trying to shoot that dog.
Yeah. I know everybody tried to shoot that damn dog, but number 2, it's in Pokemon. It's what you call it, Giovanni.
Oh man,
Giovanni was like one of the most craziest like bosses. It's either him or Gary. Do you consider Gary a boss? A villain? No.
I don't think he's a villain. He's just
rival.
Yeah,
he's like a more rival, right? Yeah.
He's not a villain so much as an asshole.
Yeah.
Giovanni
was like one of the best villains to me because you didn't know that, oh crap, he's like the 8th gym leader? Like, oh, Like, cause here you are, like he's leading Team Rocket and all that stuff. Like, yo, I just want to get him. Like, he had the most trolliest team too. He had Nido King, Nido Queen, friggin' Genghis Khan. Oh my god! And these are like beefy ass people. Like, and I'm just like, wow. And you find out he's the leader of Team Rocket. And so he's like, leader of an organization
have you seen the Pokemon Origins?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like
he was such a badass there.
He was a badass.
The way he just fucking wrecked shop, especially going up against Red the way that he did in Saffron City, and then fighting him again.
Yeah.
Yup.
I literally had to be prepared every time I face against Giovanni.
Yeah.
Not only that, but like didn't he also caught Mew? Like
Mewtwo.
No, well
he made Mewtwo.
Yeah, he made Mewtwo.
He made Mewtwo, like, and that's ridiculous. So
yeah. Made and trained. Like, what is that?
And the last one, I'm surprised nobody said it, but this guy stabbed a guy's girlfriend in the chest while she was praying. How that's the most
Oh my
harshest. That's the most harshest thing to see, and I can't wait to see the remake of that scene because
Absolutely.
Sephiroth, mother
Yeah,
effing
they're
Sephiroth.
remaking everything, even the whole drag queen thing, from what I
Yeah.
heard.
Yo.
Yo.
Yo, can I look? I don't go that way, but can I just point out? Did you guys see the little screenshot of Cloud cross dressing?
Yeah.
What?
He's hot. Like they straight up fucking ripped it. I was like, what? Why is that cute? Stop that. You're making it confused. Stop that.
So yeah, Sephiroth is my number one pick for top number one villain for a video game because that guy's an asshole. How you gonna say?
Yo.
How you gonna say? I'm gonna take whatever you love and just like destroy it? Like what? Like,
He took a healer away. Like,
yeah.
not only is it story wise, like, holy crap, you know, as a kid, that was childhood defining right there.
And not only that, but I feel bad for the people who try to level Eris up. Like,
Yeah, I did.
I was one of those people as well,
Yes.
and when she got killed, I was just like, are you fucking kidding me? You
And
mean
keep
I
in
spent
mind, the
those
games back then.
hours I'm never getting back.
The games back then is there was no speaking. You had to look at it and be like you have to read the dialogue and like you're reading it in a certain voice where you're like, damn, no, I wasted like what do I do now?
Yo, like early 2000s, like late 90s games were the shit, dude. Fucking Chrono Trigger is one of those games where it's like late 90s to early 2000s, like actually late, like it's like mid to late 90s, yo. Dude, like spoiler alert, the main character fucking dies. Like, it's the first game in my entire life where, and I think since that I saw the main character in the middle of the game just get off, and I'm like,
are you fucking kidding me?
that's supposed to happen?
All right, so guys, we just mentioned our top 3 favorite villains in video games. So now we're gonna talk about our top 3 heroes in the video game. So I'm gonna start it off with Raven.EXE.
I gotta tip my hat. In third place, my boy Commander Shepard in fucking Mass Effect. How like first of all, that's supposed to be you, like the player. I mean, but either way, like the crazy shit that he gets into, like just out there, like some of it's hilarious, some of it's like real sick, real crazy. I don't want to mention any spoilers because I honestly recommend everybody and their mother to play that freaking trilogy, especially with Mass Effect Andromeda coming out. I know that he's probably not going to be in Mass Effect Andromeda because it takes place like apparently in the future.
Word.
But that is so good. Such like it's really good. It's really like the storyline that he gets into, and although like just because he's such a badass, honestly. So definitely Commander Shepard. Second place is a tie between the same character. It's Skyward Sword. Link as a whole, just Link.
Yeah.
To include primarily it's a tie between Twilight Princess Link, who was easily like the beefiest adult Link there. Like he's first of all he looks bigger, and then he just does strong nigga shit like without he just does he's a strong dude, you know.
Yeah,
My brother and I have a running joke about him just being a powerhouse. Like it's just crazy. And like then there's, you guys ever seen the Wind Waker? Ever played Wind Waker? Toon Link?
Oh, Toon Link?
That's my boy. That's my boy. This man, his expressions, like if you play the game, I want like everyone to play that game again and just watch his facial expressions. You will die. This man has the hardest side eye stare, like this bitch. Like for real, like you could just see it in his face, like this bitch. Then first place goes to Samus motherfucking Aran right now.
Shorty with the fat ass, yeah.
Shorty, first of all, she's hot.
The latex outfit. Oh man.
And when like Zero Suit Samus is fucking gorgeous. I just like that new incarnation of her in fucking in Smash 4. But she was awesome going back to like Super Metroid and the old Metroid when she was taking on Ridley, and she's doing this by herself, like the leader of the Space Pirates. God damn it! Like she's sick. Like, and I've always had a thing for like power suits and like the whole Iron Man thing, you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
all that. So like the fact that she like sported that. But there was one childhood defining moment where I thought Samus was a male, and then I died in like I think it was Super Metroid,
Yeah.
and found out like there was like a brief moment where like she dies and she like it like she'll break out of her like her suit will break and it's just like a moment where it's like it's just her flashing as she's like dying. And I was like, that's not the guy. That's a female. She's doing all this. What? Females in gaming, yo.
Best
Definitely
shit
got it.
ever. All right, Douglas D. Bravo. Tell me your top 3 favorite villain. I mean, heroes in video games.
Well, one of the things that I've always been big on is side scroller beat 'em ups.
Yeah.
And let's go ahead and take this back to Final Fight.
Oh
Damn.
man, you brought it back. Okay.
Yes. Take it back to the mayor of Metro City, Mike Hagar.
Damn.
Like, hey, he was. I'm telling you, if we had a mayor like him in fucking Jersey, New York, anywhere else, motherfuckers be scared to even
crime. No crime.
any type of crime. I'm like, wait, you trying to cap this person? Nah. What, Mad Gear Gang? What gang?
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Mad Hagar, yeah.
My number 2 pick was like, one of the biggest things that I love ninjas. I love like ninjas are my favorite. You know, that's my thing. And one of my favorite ninjas is Ryu Hayabusa.
My nigga, yes.
Ninja Gaiden, DOA. Oh my god, especially in Ninja Gaiden. The last one that they gave him was I think Razor's Edge. Before they did that Ninja Gaiden spin-off Yaiba, where he was an actual boss that you had to fight.
Where?
You know.
Yo,
Ninja
good
guy.
picks.
Good picks.
Good picks.
And then my number 1, like I grew up when I started playing PlayStation and all that. I grew up with them, and I'm sure everyone knows him. Fucking well, he needs to have another game. Fucking Crash Bandicoot.
My boy.
Like he didn't say much, but when it came down to stopping Neo Cortex and all his bosses, it was him, Aku Aku, his sister, and you know, I think the last game he had was now his cousin, you know, that big beefy dude.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, the last game that he had, they gave him the Chuck Norris roundhouse kick.
Yo, for real.
Yeah, but overall, you know, Crash needs to come back, but yeah, he is one of my favorite. He's my top number 1 hero.
Gotcha.
Can I make an honorable mention real quick?
Yes, go ahead.
Definite honorable mention. Motherfucking 3 people in same game. Banjo and Kazooie from Banjo Kazooie and Mumbo from Banjo Kazooie. My nigga. Yo, for real. Yo, tell me how a few years ago I saw this dude. Ready for this? We're talking about in New York, in time, like by Times Square. This dude came up, had a suit and tie. We're talking about like white collar, like nice tie. He had a briefcase. Like this guy looked like he worked Wall Street on the regular, right?
Yeah.
He saw a quarter on the ground, and I swear on everything in my possession, this man bent over, picked up this quarter, and I could have sworn I heard him say in his voice, "Ikam." And I was like, yo, no one's gonna believe that. I was done.
I love me some Banjo Kazooie. Like, I just feel bad that it didn't. To me, I feel Banjo Kazooie really didn't have a third game when they went to Nuts and Bolts.
Yeah, it wasn't a third game. We don't talk about that.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling Nuts and Bolts, but you know, Banjo Kazooie and then Banjo Tooie, I was feeling them.
Hell yeah. With Gruntilda, my nigga, what?
Yeah.
She spoke in rhymes, my nigga. Yo, like, You understand how hard it is to freestyle every day of your life, every minute? Like she's spitting hard as hell. I'm just like
that's the first thing she do. She wake up, she just start freestyling. Like all you gotta do is just throw a track, and she got like 5 albums in one day.
That's crazy.
Like just wake up and be like, I am done with my sleep. I have finished counting sheep. Like she just started like off the day, and like it's everything from beginning to end. Everything was in rhyme, and she was the only nigga that did that.
Word.
It's like it's not like everyone just speaks in rhyme. That'd be cool. It'd be cool. I mean, I guess that's just the way it is in that world. But no, she's the only one who just speaks in rhyme, and it's like it's not on rhyme. It's also like on beat. Like if you read what she says, it's like da 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 da. Like
all you have to do is just play a hard beat to that, and then just
I think that should be like a next project right there. Just like have some lady who could like voice act Grantilda and just start actually like over like me or you guys beatboxing. Just have like a hard ass beat, and she's like reciting the lines and rap. For real.
Oh man. All right. So, man, my top 3. This is gonna be hard, but I really thought about it. I was like, all right. So, number 3 is Scott Pilgrim.
Oh man.
The reason why I think Scott Pilgrim, because this dude goes through a lot just to be with the girl who he's with. Like Mario can't even deal with that shit, but this guy has to go through like 7 evil exes, and man, and no lie, the game itself is amazing. Like I love Scott Pilgrim, and shout out to the movie because that shit did amazingly well.
For real, I love that movie.
The movie was off the chain. You got the comics, right?
Yeah.
The graphic novels.
The graphic novels, like it's amazing. Like what the stuff, like wow. All right, okay, Scott Pilgrim, good shit for you. So number 2, is gonna be Gold from Pokemon.
Gold, though.
Yes.
When I read,
because I like even though I love Red, he did catch them all. He technically did catch them all, but Gold goes through a lot, and he actually goes up to Red in a dark mountain and be like,
real, yo,
and be
how
like,
epic
yo,
was that?
I'm a battle you, you know.
And Red didn't say shit.
Yeah, he didn't say shit. He's like, you know what? Take it.
And you had to deal with his Pikachu, his fucking Espeon, Snorlax. Fucking Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise.
This man knows the party, though.
And keep in mind, though, like, Gold went through his town, beat all 8 gyms, went to the Elite Four. Elite Four is like, you know what? We're gonna send you to the other town.
Yeah, to Kanto.
We're gonna take you to Kanto. We're gonna give you this ill-ass light rail ticket. Go over there.
Light rail ticket.
Then he was like, yo, go to all 8 gyms there. Defeat the Elite Four again.
This was when Blue became the fucking
he became
gym leader
of
Raven City.
Exactly. And Gold's like, I'm not gonna catch them all. I'm gonna use the ones that I got.
That's funny as hell.
So he went through a lot just to go up to Ash, Red, and be like, yo, let's play, you know?
Wait, Blue was in Viridian City, not Cinnabar Island? Oh, no, because you see Blue.
Yeah, Blue became the Viridian City. Yeah, he became...
Yeah. You're right. My bad.
And
yeah, because Giovanni ends Team Rocket in Red and Blue.
Right.
Oh, after he gets ass beat by Red, he's like, yo, I'm done with Team Rocket disbanding. I'm going to go look into life's deep adventure. And I think at one point in the remake to Heart Gold and Soul Silver, there's the Celebi event in which you can go back in time and fight Giovanni.
Oh, man, it's Signal.
Yeah, Signal.
Oh no.
There was a I don't know if this was ever confirmed. I heard that like apparently Silver was like Giovanni's kid or something.
Mm-hmm.
I kept hearing that. Is that any true?
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think that was Giovanni's kid.
I want to believe.
And the last one, my top pick, and just because I've been having fantasies about her lately, is Lara Croft.
I knew
Tomb
it. You said
Tomb Raider.
fantasies. I was like Lara Croft. It has to be.
Like,
That bitch
no
fly.
lie, I think I'm only putting her as number one because yo, she's fucking hot.
She is, yo. She is.
And not only that, but the rise of the Tomb Raider, like, bro, like you see her become who she is. I'm just like, wow, like, why are you so hot? Like, and she goes through a lot. No lie though, like she went to a shipwreck. Like she had to climb mountains and shit. She has to
For real.
She has to go through a lot. And
for real, why is she still doing it? Like, what kills me is that I've never seen, and I honestly like, I love Lara Croft. I mean, not because she's hot. Like thinking like if she were any character, looking at it like from a neutral perspective,
yes.
I've gotta say, I have never seen a character get abused that much.
Yeah.
Like she just goes through, just in the trailers. Like just look at the trailers. They like the game itself. It's
opening
like, yo,
scene is ridiculous too. I'm
she
like,
goes through so much shit and she powers through it. Like she's a powerhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Major ups.
Yeah. So
I do have one honorable mention.
Yeah.
Fucking Cole McGrath from Infamous.
Oh, Infamous, Cole. Yeah.
Yeah, because think about it, like he gains his power, but at a price. Like he loses the girl that he loves.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking his future self is a dick, and kind of sets him up to fight the beast. His own friend kind of betrays him for a bit, and it's like anyone that he tries to trust ends up trying to fuck him over.
Yeah.
The decisions that he makes, which ends up making him a hero, and it sucks that he's dead. But he did what he had to do.
Yeah.
Word. All right. So in closing, thank you guys for joining this awesome podcast. This is something fun to do once in a week, just to get more views and subscribers, of course. But yeah.
No, it's awesome, man. Shout out to Maxxsmash201. Follow the nigga. He's awesome.
Yes, follow him. Like, I mean, this is great though. Like, I don't really do this podcast stuff much, but the topics, talking about whatever we want and what's going on in the gaming industry and all that. Right. You don't really hear too many people talk about it, and when you do, it's just like very little bit, like they're nitpicking instead of just actually sitting down and just looking at everything from all angles.
Word. So yeah, one by one, starting with D Bravo. In closing, want to do any shout out to your YouTube channel and all that, etc. stuff?
I mean, first off, shout outs to you, Max, for even having me up here. Like, I wasn't expecting to do a podcast, but when you hit me up, I was just like, why the hell not? You do your thing, and it's great. Raven.EXE as well, keeping it real, especially in the Smash community. Someone's got to do it, especially since Smash finally got recognized in EVO last year. So,
how about that?
But, I got love for Smash as well. But, for those that want to follow me, check out my channel, Doug's Gaming channel. I play games from the past, present. I do take requests. I do play fighting games as well. I'm not too good, but I enjoy playing them.
He will play that new Hannah Montana game, guys.
Oh my god. I'm going to fucking kill you.
I mean, hey man, do it for the views.
Do it for the vine. I ain't going to do it.
Raven, your turn.
All right. My name is Raven.EXE. I'm the vice president and lead commentator for NucleusGG. Look us up at www.nucleusgg.com for events and for future events. We're at the Chocolate Factory, just at the border between Union City, New Jersey, and Union City and Jersey City, New Jersey. Just look us up. We got YouTube channel. Just look us up on YouTube. YouTube.com. NucleusGG. But yeah, we do stuff.
Awesome. Thank you guys for having me. Shout out to Doug's Gaming channel. Please check them out. We are young entrepreneurs, YouTubers. we're just trying to do something to give back to the gaming community, because God knows how long we've been doing this since we were kids. So else to just do something else and give back to our geekiness. Shout out to Nucleus. I am part of Nucleus too. I do the videos for Nucleus. Raven.
Awesome work on the videos,
yes.
though. Awesome work on the videos.
Awesome work. All right, guys. Thanks. Peace.
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 Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Maxxsmash201. And like me on Facebook at Maxxsmash201. Peace.